People hate Texas, and Texas hates Arkansas. So I don't know if it's just like the proximity or what, but pew. Can confirm, says Tex. Oh God, what's that place? I'm trying to think of the name of a place. There's one thing that you can say that'll set a Texan on edge that I've learned, and I can't remember the dang name of the place. So it doesn't work if I'm an idiot. God, what is that place called? There's a burger place that was like a fast food chain that like started in Texas and now it's like made its way up to Arkansas. And they Whataburger. Yo, Whataburger is trash. Your burgers suck. Yeah, watch this. Watch. We'll find out all the Texans real fast. Real fast. There it is. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yeah, there we go. That's right. They'll always reveal themselves to defend Whataburger. I'm not convinced that the entirety of Texas is just Whataburger employees. The entire state of Texas is actually a scam. It was made up by Whataburger as a marketing ploy. Time to fight, says Big Boy. See? Hey man, I thought we were cool. What the heck? I told you guys. I don't lie. Watch your mouth. Them fighting words. Yeah, Texans will defend Whataburger to death, which I respect. I respect absolutely just dying on a hill that is so irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. Like, you gotta respect people that have a firm, hard stance on something that could not matter at all, you know? It's okay. That's actually the best time to have a 100% firm stance is when it doesn't matter. It's actually the best time. When something matters, that's the best time to be like 99% sure so you can always change your mind if like new information becomes available. Defending Whataburger, that's when you should be 100%. Doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter if it turns out Whataburger was serving people in their burgers. You know what you say? You say, yeah, people taste better. Yeah, man. I knew it the whole time. We all knew it. Everybody in Texas knew it. Okay? Thank you, Elisa, baby, for the 13 months to appreciate.
Be careful. On my way.
That's the time you go full 100%. No turning back. Commit. All right. Am I gonna storm Area 51? I do believe that I'm a long way away. It'd be a long walk. You know, I'll leave that to you guys. Give me some good Reddit content. There's probably a bunch of Whataburgers in Oklahoma, right, Sandwich? You guys probably got a bunch of Whataburgers up there too, dude.
Listen, teacher.
I wish we had In-N-Out Burger, dude. I mean, I was born in California, like I said, so I will die on the hill for In-N-Out. I will absolutely take this to the grave with me. And I will fight you every step of the way. That In-N-Out is the superior fast food burger. They also have great French fries. Also, if you can go to if you go to a burger place and you order something animal style and they don't know what it means, walk out. Walk out. You should always be able to order a burger animal style no matter where you are, okay? That should be universal. So, just saying, I'll die on this hill. I will. I will.
Be right back.
What's animal style? I knew I never should have feared you. Just saying. It's unfortunate that none of you know what animal style is. Afraid I can't trust any of you anymore. It's crazy. You learn so much about people, folks. You learn so much about people. You know?
On my way.
Now that sounds American. Animal style is for the bedroom, not the drive-through. Okay. That's alright. I respect that as like a... That's like a good like political platform, you know? You can see that being a thing. Animal style is for the bedroom and not the drive-through. You can see that. That'd be some, that's in somebody's speech. That's a zinger, dude. That's at a debate. That's one of those pow. You're like, ooh, that gets played on CNN over and over again. It's like, ooh, punch right in the gut. Right in the gut. Do I have Brahms in Arkansas? We do have Brahms in Arkansas. Brahms is weird, man. I don't know if there's things like Brahms in other places. I'm sure there is. Brahms is like a hybrid restaurant store where you can buy like really, really cheap. It's ice cream. Okay, so Brahms has really, really cheap ice cream, like 99 cents, lots of ice cream. But it also serves like burgers and fries and stuff. But it also is like, you can buy like off-brand cereal in things. It's like, it's a weird hybrid store. It's very strange. It's a strange thing. What about Cracker Barrel? We've talked about Cracker Barrel before, folks. We've talked about Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is for when you are so pasty white that you are practically transparent. And you're like, man, I would love to eat some food that doesn't have any flavor, but vaguely looks like it could. Also, I need to pick up a rocking chair on my way home. That's Cracker Barrel. That's Cracker Barrel. So whatever that means to you. Ow! Cracker Barrel is amazing. You'll die on... You're gonna die on the hill for Cracker Barrel? Come on, man. Dude, you gotta pick a better hill. Come on. Don't do me like that. Not on that hill. Pick a different hill. That's a bad hill. Oh, man. That's not a great hill to die on, dude. Cracker Barrel, man, is for when your grandpa comes over and you ask for a sandwich and you put mayonnaise on it and he says, "Ooh, it was a little bit too spicy." That's what Cracker Barrel's for. All right? Don't die on that hill. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Come on, man. I'm giving you a chance. Change your hill. At least that hill will have rocking chairs. Oh, goodness. When is the PTS going live? Apparently never, friend. Apparently not in time for us. Yeah. Olive Garden is heaven. I'll let you die on the hill of Olive Garden. See, places like Olive Garden, like Chili's, you know, I get dying on that hill because those are the first restaurants that pop up in places that have nothing. If you've never lived in the middle of nowhere, then you haven't seen the development of an area. You know an area is up and coming when they get their first Chili's. You're like, oh, we're gonna start to get some building done here. And then for like the first year, everybody takes their family out to Chili's because it's the only place that exists. And then comes the Applebee's and the Olive Garden. You know? And that's when you know, dude, if you're lucky, you get a cheesecake factory, and that's when you know you're a metropolis now. All right? You're basically a city.
It's so shiny and bright.
Oh, goodness.
Gank right lane.
Gank right lane. Gank right lane. Then you get 17 Dunkin' Donuts on the same block. Either that or Starbucks. Whichever one gets there first.
Attack the gold fury. Check out this boomstick. Listen, teacher.
Oh. Oh. Bam. Nice job. Let's go. Me and Chronos just... Oh, what the? It's Ratcheteer? What's he doing here? Okay. Anybody out there gonna just stake your claim and defend Chick-fil-A until you die? Where are my Chick-fil-A folks? That's a respectable hill to die on. You can have that one. Right there. We got one. There's Mouse. There we go.
No problem.
I can respect that. We got a lot. We got a lot of Chick-fil-A folks. We got a lot of people that will go ahead and that's their hill. That's their hill, folks. Wow, that wall though was actually very good. Damn, I'm dead. Oh man. Neja Sash from the side. Chick-fil-A is the best fast food chain out there. I respect Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is my third favorite fast food restaurant. Number one is obviously the Lord Superior of all things fast food, of all things bell-shaped, of all things in taco or burrito relations. Taco Bell, of course. No doubt, no question. It's not even close. Second, I get a little bit more regional. It's not quite everywhere, but Slim Chickens. Slim Chickens is my second favorite. It's the best place that you can possibly get chicken. It's the best place. It's so good. It comes with some Texas toast, baby. The fries are great. They're honey mustard and their cayenne ranch are to die for. Third Chick-fil-A. But Chick-fil-A is significantly below Taco Bell and Slim Chicken. For me, it's like Taco Bell's way up here, okay? Slim Chickens is respectable, so it's like right here. And then my third favorite, once we get to Chick-fil-A, is like way down here. There's a way bigger drop between 2 and 3 than there is between 1 and 2. So. You're welcome for the Texas toast, he says. What's number 4? I don't even know if I have a number 4, dude. I literally can't think of another fast food place that I would want to eat at off the top of my head. Why are we dying on hills? We've decided. Today is the day that we die on a hill with a hard line stance for absolutely no reason that has no significant impact on anything, but we've decided that this is the one. This is the one. Ow. Wow. You'll die for 5 guys and nobody else? Ugh. Bunch of greasy fries at the bottom of the bag, dude. Ugh. Nasty.
Attack the gold fury.
Nasty, dude.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Time to go. Guys, I'm gonna die. Guys, he's gonna get me. He let me go. I'm fine. show. You'll gladly die on the hill for Quaker steak? I have never heard of that in my life, so I have no opinion. So.
On my way.
Would I die on the hill for waffles, pancakes, or French toast? Ooh! I actually think I have an unpopular opinion on this, which is interesting.
Chiron, back at it again.
I like all of them equally. Which I think is like the most offensive opinion that you can have actually on the subject. I choose to spread myself out onto multiple hills and die on each one of them because I like all of them. I love waffles, pancakes, and French toast. So, I don't know. I like them all, man. I like them all. I grew up with all of them. So I don't. It's hard for me to choose, cause like. Oh my goodness. Let me go. They're all so innate into my childhood. Like, they'd be asking to like pick between your friends. Like, yeah, but who's your best friend though? And you're like, you're all my friends, man. Don't make me choose. You know. Don't make me choose, man.
On my way.
I got your back, brother.
Crepes, everybody loves. Yeah, but crepes are separate. Crepes are more different than like, oh man. Ah, he tried to take his bait, dude. Didn't fall for that one.
No problem.
Your team has destroyed a
Yeah, buddy. Has Chiron been buffed? I mean, he will be in the next patch. He's not currently on the live client, but in the next patch he will be. Has no one mentioned Cookout yet? Don't know what Cookout is. Don't know. This is gonna be a weird question, but
on my way.
this might be the dumbest question I've ever asked. But it's an honest to God question, so you're not allowed to make fun of me for it. Are there any, like, native European fast food places that America doesn't know about? Or do you guys basically avoid the fast food scene altogether, and that's like an America thing?
Does this make my butt look big?
Nando's?
Your right tower is under attack.
Everybody's saying Nando's. What's a Nando's? What's a Nando's? Mostly just local stuff. Nando's is not fast food, says Lethal. Lethal's drawing the line. He says it is not fast food. Nando's is just slightly too expensive chicken. Okay.
On my way.
Oh, that was a good snipe. Oh, that was a swift turnaround snipe right there. They specialize in chicken. Okay. There's not like big chains besides like McDonald's and stuff. Okay. See, it wasn't a dumb question. It wasn't a dumb question. It's like smaller chains. It's not like the universal, like everybody knows Mickey D's. Okay. See, we're learning. We're learning these days. We're learning. We have a multicultural chat, so we get to actually ask these questions and people just answer. The best, dude. The best. Each country like have their own things, but not like a big overarching. Okay. Very interesting.
No problem. Attack fire giant.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Bum, bum, doo, 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 doo. Yeah. In a way, America kind of became known for fast food, you know what I'm saying? Which is probably where, like, the America fat meme came from. You know? That and also, like, generically weighing more on average. But, like, I bet a large part of it also came from, like, you know, McDonald's popping up in places. You know what I'm saying? Like, a McDonald's pops up somewhere, you're like, oh, it's an American thing. Look at the greasy fat burgers. You know, like, makes sense. So.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Here's what I will say. I'll hit you guys with a cool little thing. So, way back in the day, I had an opportunity, and I got to go to Shanghai for a Smite tournament. Way back in the day. It was after the launch tournament LAN. TSM won the tournament, so they got to go play in Shanghai, but Trix Tank couldn't go because he had finals or something. So they brought me instead. It ended up being mostly not the same team, actually. Xing ended up going because I don't think Cuvo could go or something. And then I went, and it was... God, who else? It was Zimstar, who was the coach, subbed in. And Lobster was actually there. And the fifth player, I forget his name. He stopped playing pretty soon after that. I forget his name. He was really good friends with Allied, actually. What was his name? Gosh, he was the ADC. He was really good back in the day. He stopped playing pretty early on in the competitive scene. Anyway, but I got to go to Shanghai for that. In one of the places we went to, Yongbei, that's who it was. Yep, thank you. One of the places that we went to while we were there, like one of the very first places, was like a Pizza Hut. Except for this Pizza Hut was crazy fancy and had like a giant fancy menu, and the waiters were like in suits, and you could order like drinks, and it wasn't just pizza. In fact, most of it wasn't even pizza, dude. It was the craziest thing. It was mad fancy. And I was like, I walked into a Pizza Hut, dude. That's also where the story comes from. This is actually a funny story. So, we had translators with us on the trip, but we had a really large group of people. And so we didn't always have like the translators near us. And so we were trying to order food, and obviously none of us spoke the language, which I believe is mostly Mandarin. But we were trying to order, so we were like pointing in the book to pictures, right? We couldn't obviously read it, so we were like pointing to pictures, like, want that thing. And so Xing was trying to order mojitos. And so Xing goes, 2. He puts up 2 fingers, and then he points to the mojitos. And the waiter goes, he's like, nods. He's like, yeah. She's like, cool. Okay. And then like 5 minutes pass, and there's no mojitos. And so Xing brings him back over again, and he points at the mojitos. He was trying to order one for me and him. And he says, 2. And then he points at the mojitos again, and the guy like nods again. So 5 more minutes come by. He comes back a 3rd time, and Xing goes, 2. And then he points at the mojitos again, and the guy nods. Well, about 30 seconds later, the guy brought 6 mojitos. There you go. I was like, yep. Yeah, order was making it through, Xing. It was making it through. I was like, that is what you ordered, isn't it, fam? That is what you ordered. So, I was like, you got nobody to blame but yourself on that one. We didn't pay for anything that trip, actually. Tencent, I think, actually paid for everything on that trip. That was a crazy trip. Xing got really sick. Everybody went to like a sauna slash bathhouse, and Xing got Lassus's, well, let's just say ding dong sweat on his face because Lass stood up and did a helicopter. So that was certainly an experience for Xing. I don't think he ever recovered, actually. I think that's when we lost Xing. That's actually when we lost him. That was the moment. He never recovered from that one. That got him. You know, he was never the same after that. That was a good trip. That was a good trip. We were there for a long time, though. It was like, I think we were there for at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. That's a long flight, though, dude. Thank God we were there for that long. That's a long flight to China, man. It's like 20 hours or something. 18 hours, 20 hours. It's a long trip. Long one. Although I bet you it'd be rad doing it like first class. You know, after I, you know, stuffed in the back like sardines, dude. Walking back through the front of the plane and you get to see like the pods that first class is in. Like they're basically in like bedrooms. I'm like, dude, I bet you this flight is easy from there. There's like lobster tails laying on their beds. I'm like, oh, that's the leftover lobster. Oh my God, this guy hits so hard. Oh my God, we are losing this fight very badly. Okay. Enhanced Fire Giant spawns at 30 minutes, not 25. 30 minutes. Any more stories to tell from the old days? I don't know, man. That was the most distinctive. That was the most distinctive. Anything else? I broke Allied's backpack the first day that I met him. I felt really bad about that. I was so embarrassed. I broke his backpack immediately. We had never met. It was the first LAN I had ever been to. It was the launch LAN. And we were all meeting each other for the first time. I think maybe Xing and Allied had met before and some other people. But I had never met anybody. It was my first LAN, my first esport event, everything. And we went to go get some food. And he asked me, he had his keyboard hanging out of his backpack. And he asked me to zip it up. And so I went to zip up his backpack and I immediately ripped off the zipper. Like, instantly. And I was like, yeah, it's not gonna zip anymore, man. I broke your backpack. Like, I just met, like, I meet him, we sit down for food, I break his backpack. And we were all, like, really, really, like, did not have any money back then, right? Like, a lot of us were, like, college students or living with our parents. Like, this was many years ago. There wasn't that much money or any money in the Smite scene. Like, very little money streaming, very little money playing competitively. And I just immediately broke his backpack, and I was like, I will buy you a new backpack after the LAN with our winnings. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever we win, I'll buy you a new backpack. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I got it. He was very nice about it, but you could tell. You know, Ally did that thing where, like, he was nice, but you also could tell, like, he was thinking to himself, like, if he was on stream, he would have said, I can't believe that jackass broke my backpack. Like, what happened? What happened? I think if we would have known each other better, he would have said, for real, Incon, you're just going to break my backpack immediately? But we didn't, so he was mean. He was very nice. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe I'm the jackass that broke the guy's backpack immediately. Smooth move. You never get invited to another LAN. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm the guy. Holy cow. Okay. Yo, these fights are just going so badly. I couldn't even ult you, dude. Thank you, Vizair, for the 3 months. Breathtaking, Golden. Where was the LAN held at? A building that we never went back to. The launch LAN was in a building that another LAN was never held in. It was pretty tiny. And then, because after that was the Season 1 Worlds, and that was held in the Cobb Energy Center. And then it was held every year in the Cobb Energy Center until last year. Now it's no longer in the Cobb Energy Center. It's at DreamHack, which is basically in a giant, like, warehouse. So, I don't know what that one was held at. It was just a smaller venue. A smaller venue.
An enemy has been slain. Attack.
And then one time when, so we went to Brazil as well. I got the opportunity to go to Brazil and China through Smite, because we won on, when we were on AFK Gaming at the time. I think we were AFK at the time. Maybe we were Envy. I think we were AFK. We won the Spring LAN, and the winner of the Spring LAN got to go to Brazil to go play against the best Brazilian team at the time. So we got to go to Brazil, and so that was the worst experience of my life. Not being in Brazil. Being in Brazil was great. I know we got a lot of Brazilian fans here. Being in Brazil was actually great. But I missed my flight, and it wasn't my fault. My first flight from Arkansas to Atlanta to catch the flight was delayed because of, like, snow. And so I didn't make it to Atlanta until, like, several hours after my flight for Brazil was. But there was only one flight to Brazil a day. And so I was now in Atlanta, and I waited 24 hours in the Atlanta airport to then get on my flight to Brazil, which is a long flight.
Cancel that.
So I get there, and me and Weekend were sharing a room, and I am stinky, okay? I mean, I am 40 hours but in an airport / plane stinky, okay? And so I take off my shoes, and I think it almost killed Weekend. I think he actually almost died. And he was like, there's something wrong with your shoes. And so I smelled my shoes, and then I almost killed myself. I almost died. I said, oh no, there's something wrong with my shoes. They were just the stinkiest you've ever smelled anybody's feet. And I said, okay, well, obviously I gotta take a shower, but these are my only pair of shoes. So I gotta keep my shoes, but they stink really bad. And so we decided that the best thing to do was to put my shoes in the fridge because, well, if cold can kill bacteria, maybe, you know, the fridge will kill the bacteria and make my shoes less stinky. So we put my shoes in the fridge. And, you know, so there's like a bunch of, you know, it's like it's like a hotel fridge, right? So there's like a bunch of sodas and stuff in there. And so we take out like all the sodas and stuff. We put my shoes in the fridge. I take a shower. We're chilling. So a couple hours later, we're chilling in the room. I'm exhausted. We're all exhausted. It was a long flight. A cleaning lady comes by. And there's a bunch of sodas and everything out on the counter. So she goes to refill up the fridge. And she opens up the fridge, and, you know, we don't speak the same language. Obviously, we're in Brazil. She doesn't speak English. She speaks Portuguese. And she looks in the fridge, and she sees shoes. And then she looks back at us, and she left the room and didn't clean anything, just immediately left the room. Walked in, looks at the shoes in the fridge, leaves the room. And we basically died laughing. And I was like, dude, what does she think is going on in here? She thinks there's some weird American stuff going down in this room, man. Like, what possible reason do we have to have shoes in the fridge? She just left. Immediately left. Whole thing took like 30 seconds. Walks in the room, opens fridge, looks at shoes, looks at us, closes fridge, leaves room. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry for this traumatic experience for you. Shoes, a known American delicacy. Yep. Yeah, it was It was, oh, yeah, that was that was an embarrassing experience. That was really, I just bought a second potion of speed. Nice. Nice. Why not, dude? Didn't even know I had the first one. Fantastic. You gotta double up, dude. You gotta double up. You see, because when you wear shoes, you wear 2 shoes. Which means you have to have 2 potions, ladies and gentlemen. Science facts with Incon here. Science facts. Oh, God. That's a big kill. That's a big kill. Story time with Incon. Indeed. Okay. This'll work. GG's. We did it. Oh my god, that crit though. Yeah. GG's. Nice job. Yo, am I 13-2? What a great game. What a great game, dude. Nice. Love it. Should have bought the speed potion in the hotel in Brazil. No need for shoes. Should have. Should have. But it wasn't in the game yet, you know? Couldn't buy it. Wasn't in the game yet. Do my shoes smell better? Honest to God,